good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Neka. So now it's time for another Tea Talk, aka Neka's News. So today it's gonna be news about me. Nothing bad. But for people who follow me on my other social media platforms, I actually told you guys that I was trying to start up a live podcast. So today I'm gonna just do a little intro of what my first topic will be about. So recently, I had the pleasure of joining someone else on their live podcast, and what they talked about was accountability. So now, actually, after we started talking about the whole topic, I really thought it was a great topic because I was into it. I was really into it. So now, when you think about accountability, what comes to mind? For me, it's not all about relationships. It's not all about, what's the main things people think about when you say accountability? Do you hold yourself accountable for anything? And like I mentioned, a relationship, that's the first topic most people think about is, my relationship is not going well, or this or that. I hold myself accountable because, it didn't work out. But people really don't think about the consequences. People don't think about their actions. People don't think about a lot of things. And people don't think about, okay, well, this led me to get here because I did this. But I didn't think about that back then. So anyway, I'm going to give you a few topics, a few ideas of where you could think about using accountability. So when it comes to seeking a new job, do you hold yourself accountable for why you hired a certain person you hired for that position? Or for the person applying for the job, do they hold themselves accountable to say, okay, well, I didn't get this job because maybe I'm not qualified, or maybe because I lied on my resume, or maybe because I really don't have the skills, or maybe because the job just wasn't a good fit for me? Do you hold yourself accountable when you think about this relationship? I'm in a relationship, but I'm unhappy because this person ain't the right person for me, or because I cheated, or because I just really don't like this person. I mean, whatever the reason is, do you hold yourself accountable? Do you hold yourself accountable when it comes to how you raise your children? If something bad happened in your life and you wanted to keep it away from your kids, so you didn't tell them about it, but then your child grows up and they are experiencing the same type situation that you dealt with, but they don't have any knowledge of it, so therefore it's kind of affecting their future. It's affecting their present and maybe affecting their past. Do you hold yourself accountable for that? So that's just a few topics that I want to talk about. And I mean, there's a lot more things you could go into. For people who went to jail, do you hold yourself accountable for your actions, what you did to land you to the place you was at? And everybody's not guilty. So I'm not trying to put that on people to say, oh, I'm accountable for this or this or this. Everybody's not guilty. A lot of people are found not guilty, and a lot of people are found guilty. So whichever way it goes, do you hold yourself accountable? And let me go ahead and give you a quick story real quick of why I'm talking about accountability. And now this is in regards to relationships, okay? So now for people who know me as a person, for people who know my past, I always tell you that I'm an open book about my life. I tell people about my life and I'm not ashamed of it because I hold myself accountable for it. People lie. We lie all the time to get ourselves out of a situation, but then it comes back and you be like, dang, I should have just told the truth, right? I should have just told the truth. So my story is, to be exact, it might have been like 5-6 years ago. I think it probably was way longer than that because, I've been in a relationship now for over 4 years. So it probably was closer to 10-year mark. But maybe about 10 years ago, I met a guy. Nice guy, financially stable, smart, intelligent man. He was on his way to college. And at that time, we were both kind of just living our best life, just doing our little teenager things, just doing what we do. We both worked at Walmart. That's where we met. We met at Walmart. So we met, we decided to start dating. And I guess at that time, I might have had some insecurities in myself that I really didn't know what I wanted. I really didn't know what I liked. I really didn't know anything about relationships. All I knew was that, hey, I want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be single. I want to be with whoever. It didn't really matter who. And one thing about me is at that time, I was a lot heavier. And I was insecure about my weight. I did not like my weight. I didn't like myself as a person. I didn't like myself in the skin I was in. I was much darker than this right now. Believe it or not. I was darker. I was bigger. I was unhappy with myself. So therefore, if I wasn't happy with myself, how could I be happy with you? So he was a bigger man, heavy set man. And I was okay with that. I didn't have no issues with that. But as time grew on, I guess I kind of found myself not wanting to be with somebody who resembled me. So I was darker. I was bigger. I didn't want to be with somebody who looked like me. And of course, this particular person, for me, I just felt like they just didn't really want to be healthy. We both was living our best life. So we both was gaining weight together. We both was eating together. We just doing what we wanted to do. So I really wasn't putting forth the steps to go lose weight. I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't doing anything. But at this time, I decided to go to nursing school. So I was in nursing school. We bought a house together. But this was after time of being together. We bought a house together. And I ended up meeting a guy in nursing school. Now, me and this guy, we did not want to be in a relationship. It was kind of like when you say I'm single and I'm ready to mingle, that's kind of how that was. But I wasn't single and he wasn't single. But we was ready to mingle. So, of course, we got together, hooked up a few times. And I guess, my fiance at the time, because we was planning to get married, he kept getting them gut feelings that something ain't right. Something ain't right, because I know my woman doing something. And of course he was right, but I was denying it to the fact that I just kept saying, nah, nothing ain't going on. Nothing ain't going on. And one thing I'm going to say, when I said I was insecure, he was insecure. So he was worried about people cheating on him. He has been cheated on in the past. So of course, when it came to me, I was not cheating. And I did not cheat up until the point where he kept asking me. When we first got together, he kept saying, please don't cheat on me. Please don't cheat on me. Whatever you do, just do not cheat on me. And I was like, cool. Cool. I wasn't thinking about cheating at all. Never thought about cheating. Now, when a person keep accusing you of something that you're not doing, that's when you start thinking in the back of your mind, I might as well do it. Going back to my favorite movie, the Tyler Perry movie, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. When she won't doing nothing, but then she was like, that's my movie where he did what he did. But then also, there's another movie from Tyler Perry. I can't remember the name right now, but she said, no, Why Did I Get Married Part 1. She said, I might as well do something worth doing if you can keep accusing me of doing something. You know what I mean? So those are my two favorite movies that I really like. And even the movie Temptation from Tyler Perry. I'm getting off topic talking about these movies because they are all relevant to holding yourself accountable. But anyway, so I was not cheating. Never even thought about cheating. But he kept accusing me of cheating. So I guess, I found this nice, handsome man in nursing school. I mean, he was fit to a T. Nice, big, juicy muscle, muscle arms. I mean, he looked good. He was thin. He was a sexy man. I'm not even going to front. I'm not going to cap. He was a nice looking guy. You know what I mean? And outside of that, like I said, we intertwined or whatever. We got into an entanglement. And it was good. Okay? It was a good entanglement. I'm going to tell you that. But anyway, So, that kind of lasted for a little bit of time. But eventually, like I said, he kept saying, are you doing something? Are you doing something? And then we bought a house. So then a month after owning this house, he finally came home and was like, look, are you cheating on me? And at that point, I was just like, look, I'm about to just lose everything because I ain't happy with you. You keep getting on my nerves, asking me this over and over and over. So look, yes, I cheated. I'm cheating. What else you want me to do? This is it. It's over. It's done with. All right, I'm not happy. Goodbye. So I was like, look, yes, I just came out and said it. That's it. This is it. I mean, what else I'm supposed to do? So after I did all of that, okay, this is where I should have been like, Sierra, what did you do? What did you do? Because of course at this time now my life was in danger. And the reason I say that is because at that point, this nigga flipped. Okay? So of course, he did call the cops on himself because he was scared he was going to do something to me, which I'm kind of happy he did. And he left the house. And then he came back to the house. Next thing you know, this dude had a freaking knife to my throat. And I'm like, oh my God. Now, my life did not flash in front of my eyes like a lot of people say. My life did not flash in front of my eyes. I was just like, I'm going to die today. And as you can see, I thank God that I did not die that day. So I'm happy that it turned another way. But of course the cops came. He went to jail. Now I did tell the cops, look, I didn't call the cops on him. I don't want to press charges. We in this situation because of me. So of course I was worried about the whole situation. Like, what in the world is going to happen? So he went to jail. I couldn't talk to him. I couldn't call him. He couldn't call me. We didn't know which way it was going to go. He was only in jail for a couple days. They let him out. And by the time he got out, I already had an apartment, had my own stuff, moved in. It was a done deal. And the reason I won't sit and still is because, look, I'm not about to be homeless. I don't know what we're going to do. We got a house. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do. And the whole situation, too, before he actually went to jail, he ended up calling the guy's wife and let her know we was in a relationship or we was together or whatever. So, of course, till this very day, I'm pretty sure the wife is upset with me. But at the same time, do you hold yourself accountable? Why did your husband creep out on you with me? And why are you not holding him accountable or holding yourself accountable, but you're holding me accountable? You're mad at me because he was not faithful to you. So I feel like we all took a play in that because he did what he did. I did what I did. We did what we did. And like I tell people, I'm not ashamed to tell my story because God let me live to see another day. God blessed me to be in another relationship where I am completely faithful. I have 2 beautiful kids and I do not regret my decision back then. But also I don't regret, my life now. And the reason I say I don't regret is because you live and you learn. A lot of people don't make it that far to live and learn. A lot of people get caught up in the moments and they kill you. And that's one thing that I kind of wish the world would change on is people are so invested in these feelings that people will put you in the grave behind you cheating on them. You see a lot of people doing these pranks on TV and stuff like that where, they slapping the person and throwing stuff at them. And I seen this dude throw a whole case of water at his girlfriend. And like, you really injuring these people doing these kind of pranks and stuff like that. But at the same time, y'all is crazy. Like, people really be getting deep down and crazy about this. And I don't want to be to the point that I love you so hard that I can't walk away and just let you be. Now, I love, like I say, my relationship now, But if he was to do something outside the relationship, or if I stepped out of the relationship, I hope we can walk away, and not have so much hatred in our heart that we want to murder somebody. We want to do things to you that is crazy, that you, it's just crazy. I can't speak for everybody's opinions or how they feel, but that is why I want to talk about this, is because this is what I want to talk about live on my podcast. I want you guys to go ahead and join the whole conversation. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions about this whole topic. And I wanted to give you my story because, like I said, I want people to know why this topic touches me, and holding yourself accountable. And one more thing is that I hold myself accountable because if I wouldn't have stepped out of the relationship, I may not have ever had the courage to really say that I'm not into you the way you are into me. This relationship is not meant to be. He was a great guy, and I experienced a lot of great things, a lot of things in the world. But I really feel like I truly found myself with the other individual. I found myself. I learned things about the world. I learned things about life. I learned things about myself. And even, people don't talk about it, but even sexually, I figured out things, that I might not knew about, that I was like, oh, okay, I like that. Or, hey, I don't like that. And, even after the fact, I try to reconnect with this person and try to build a relationship back, not for us to be together, but I wanted him to, I wanted to make amends with him. And I kind of found out some other things that he liked, that I was kind of like, oh, that's a little weird. So, yeah, it wasn't for me. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And also, I want you guys to know, for people who stayed and watched to the end of this video, I am going to start doing some giveaways. Because I want you guys to interact with me. I want you guys to communicate, to comment, to respond, to share, and subscribe to my channel. So for people who stay watching, I'm going to start cash apping random people who comment down below. I'm not going to tell you when or how often I'm going to do it, but if you have watched this video, you will find out soon enough that I'm going to start doing some giveaways. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching Neka's News, aka Neka's Tea Talks. Take it easy, and it's been real.